Alhamdulillah wahda, wassalatu wassalamu ala man la nabiyya ba'da, amma ba'd. Inshallah ta'ala, in Tajweed lesson, we will move on to the next part of Makharij. Just to recap, we mentioned that there are 5 areas of articulation: the throat, the empty cavity of mouth, tongue, lips, and nostrils. From these 5 parts, we have 17 exit points, Makharij. 17 points. From these points come about 29 sounds or 28 Arabic alphabets. We started off with throat letters, and there are 3 points in throat with 2 letters coming from each of those points. So 6 letters of throat. 6 letters of throat are Hamza, Ha, Ain, Ha, Ghain, Kha. Ah, Ah, Agh, Akh. So they start from the bottom and keep going up. So each point has 2 letters coming from it, and then we move on to the base of the tongue. Then base of the tongue has Qa, Qa, which is Qaf letter. Just in front of that is Kaf, Ak, Ak, Ka, Ka. That is Kaf. And then you come forward to the center of the tongue. The center of the tongue goes up to the top, and there are 3 letters from this one point come, and they are Jim, Ya, and Sheen. Aj, Ash, and Iyaka, Ya. Aj, Ay, Ash. So these are 3 letters. J, Ya, Sh. These 3 letters come from the center part when it goes up to the top. Then we covered the side of the tongue, both sides, or one or the other. You can touch on the inside of the upper premolars and molars at the junction of the gums to the teeth, and you pronounce letter Wad, Wad, Al, Al. You could do from right or left or both. And then you have the tip of the tongue when it touches the top, the roof, the palate, hard palate. Letter Lam comes, Al. And I mentioned that Lam of Arabic has slightly wider portion of the tongue touching the top, unlike Urdu Lam or English L, where you only touch little bit. Al, Al. So in Arabic, you use most part of the front of the tongue, the edge of the tongue, touching the top. So Al, Illa, Allah. And then the same tip of the tongue which touch the top, and you pronounce the letter Noon, An, An. Hard palate again, An. And Noon has half of its sound coming from the nostril. So An, you continue to move it, so the nasal passage would continue to be part of this pronunciation. So An, you do not let it stop as An, like this. An, there has to be some nasalization there. And then tip of the tongue again touching close to those 3, Lam, Noon, and Ra. Ra is another one where you touch the tip to the top and you pronounce the letter Ra, Ra. And you do not overdo it. You do not trill it too much. So if you do that's wrong. That's too much trilling, and it's not considered a done thing. It's bad. So just a gentle Ra, There will be little trill that is normal and natural, but not more than that. And also I mentioned, do not roll your tongue and bring it backwards. And that would become r, r, r. That's wrong. Raw is wrong. Is r. If you touch quite anteriorly in the front part, which is the hard palate behind the teeth, behind the upper teeth, leaving a small gap between the tongue touching the hard palate, and there must be a gap between that and the teeth. So you're not touching the base of the teeth. You're not touching the insertion of the incisors. Rather, you are behind it a little bit by, say, half a centimeter. So R, Al, An, these three letters come from there. Today we would move on, inshallah ta'ala. So the makhraj of Pa, Dal and Ta. Pa, Dal and Ta. All three of these letters come from the tip of the tongue touching the incisors insertion point. So the upper incisors, where they are inserted into the gums, at that junction you would put your tip of the tongue and pronounce the letter ta, 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 at, alif, ba, ta, at, and dal comes from the same place. Ad, dal, ad, the, ad, both coming from the same place. And pa comes from the same place as well. So three letters from the same point. At, pa, same makhraj. So the difference between ta and pa is that ta is flat and pa is heavy, rounded. It's elevated a bit. So you elevate the base of the tongue up, drop the jaw down a little bit, thereby creating some space for the sound to travel from the chest to the mouth. So you say up, صراط مستقيم صراط طارق. So ta, as opposed to ta, to. It is pa, base of the tongue going up a bit. Pa, up, heavy. And dal is flat and ta is flat likewise. Ta and pa, the difference between the two is that one is heavy, one is light. Ta is flat, light, and pa is heavy. Okay, it's pronounced with elevation of the base of the tongue. And same, I will come to some mistakes. There's again, you would not make this ta into ta. Again, rolling your tongue or touching the tip a little bit behind would make this ta into ta. English T. It becomes T. And likewise, dal would become dal. Ad becomes ad. At becomes at. So don't do that. Don't move the tip of the tongue behind. It should be touching the junction or the gum line, yeah, where the incisors are inserted. Okay, and obviously you shouldn't be using too much of the tongue to say ad or at or atto. So just tip of the tongue should be used for these three letters. At. And for pa, there has to be heaviness. This is the strongest of the heavy letters of Arabic language. Then again, the same tip of the tongue, this time touching the middle plate of the tongue, of the teeth. So your front teeth, incisors, upper and lower. If you close your mouth, meet them together, and tip of the tongue touching the middle part of the teeth where those two teeth lines are connected, where they join, just around that, you would say af, as, az, seen, za, and fad, fad, fad. So this is the middle plate where two incisors, top and bottom, upper and lower incisors, when they meet together, the center part. So some people touch it slightly on the lower end, some slightly at the upper end. It doesn't matter as long as you touch where the teeth meet close to that area. So the tip of the tongue touching the middle plate of the tongue. The previous letters, 3 letters, were the tip of the tongue touching the junction of teeth and the gum, where the teeth inserted into the gum. That was the line that you touch. Here you touch the middle plate, middle part of the incisors. So you say as, and you should make a whistle sound, as, and likewise az, az, and then af, af. Again, seen and sad coming from the same makhraj. The difference is the same as that of ta and ta. One is heavy, one is light. So sad, fa is heavy. Af, 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 and seen is flat. As, 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 sa, and fa, fa, fa. Again, lifting the base of the tongue up a bit. Fa, 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 fa. صادق, صادق, صرا, صرا, صرا. So that's the difference between these two. They both come from the same makhraj. And then again, this time, tip of the tongue touching the tip of incisors. So you open your teeth a little bit, keep a gap. Tip of the tongue now touching the tip of incisors. And then you say ra, zal, and sa. So sa, sa. 3 dot, thumma, thumma, sa, samin, saman, sa, sa. So this sa, salasa, salasa, sa. Tip of the tongue touching the tip of incisors. Open your mouth a little bit, touch the tip, sa, sa. And zal, same way. ذا أذ إذا ذا أعوذ ذو ذكر. Tip of the tongue touching the tip of incisors. And then again you make it heavy, it will become wa. Coming from the same makhraj, you just have to lift the base of the tongue. Say aw, aw. Oh, wa, azim, wa. Tip of the tongue touching the tip of incisors, but you have to make it heavy. So 3 letters where their counterparts are heavy and they are lighter. So ta with pa, sa with sad, zal with wa. So the 3 letters are lighter, 3 letters are heavy. All 3 are pronounced by the tip of the tongue touching either the tip of incisors, which is for zal and va. For sin and fa, they're the middle part, and for ta and pa, they are touching the insertion or the gum where the incisors are inserted into the gum, that plate. Okay, so this picture would clarify that. So you've got ta, zal, and sin. They are mustafil, they're flat, they're lowly, they're not heavy, they're lighter. And then their counterpart is ta with pa, zal with va, and sin with sad. So they are musta'alin, means they are huruf musta'aliya, they are elevated letters, they are pronounced with heaviness, with roundedness. So you lift the base of the tongue to make them heavy. Pa, wa, fa. So this is how you remember, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, so hope we learn the tip of the tongue letters, and there are tip of the tongue touching the teeth tip. Then you have zal, sa, and wa. Tip of the tongue touching the middle part of the teeth when you've closed them behind it. Then you say sin, sad, and za, za. And then tip of the tongue touching the base where the teeth are inserted into the gum. That line you pronounce ta, ta, and dal. So remember those and practice, inshallah ta'ala. It will become easy. Okay, let's read some ayat of Quran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صاد. Dal is silent at the end, so you do qalqala. صاد. والقرآن ذي الذكر. والقر را with full mouth. والقرآن ذي الذكر. Zal again. Both are zal. Tip of the tongue touching the tip of incisors. ذي الذكر. بل الذين again zal. بل الذين كفروا را with full mouth. كفروا في عزة. This is za with shidda with whistle sound. عزة وشقاق. Off. شقاق. You prolong it because you're stopping. And the second last letter is alif sakina. شقاق. كم أهلكنا. كم أهلكنا. كم أهلكنا. لك لك لك. That breath sound is called hums. كم أهلكنا. كم أهلكنا من قبلهم. من قبلهم. نون sakina followed by qaf, which is hurufe ikhfa, so you do ikhfa. من قبلهم با قلقلة. قبلهم من قرن فنادوا. من قرن رافع في الموت. قرن again إخفاء. قرن فنادوا ولا فنادوا دال merging with another wow. فنادوا ولا فنادوا ولا حين مناف. حين مناف. مناف. Make it صاد as a rounded heavy letter. مناف. وعجبوا أن جاءهم منذر منهم. Quite long. وعجبوا مد. وعجبوا أن إخفاء. أن جاءهم مد. جاءهم ميم مشدد is غنة. جاءهم نون إخفاء. منذر ميم مشدد غنة إدغام مع غنة. منذر منهم. This noon is sakina followed by ha, which is huruf halq. You do izhar. That's why you do not prolong this noon. So there you were saying منذر منهم, not minhum. You can't do min. Do not prolong it. منذر منهم. وقال الكافرون. قال الكافرون هذا سحر. هذا ساحر كذاب. This is Arabic script, so that's why it's this slight difference to sahir without alif, but the small alif at the top confirms it. ساحر إخفاء. ساحر كذاب. Tip of the tongue touching the incisors tip. كذاب. أجعل الآلهة إلها واحدا إن هذا لشيء عجاب. عجاب. لشيء tanween followed by ayn which is huruf halq. So you do izhar. Do not prolong it. لشيء عجاب. وانطلق الملأ. نون ساكنة followed by طا. You do إخفاء. وانطلق الملأ منهم أن امشوا واصبروا صاد with full mouth. واصبروا على آلهتكم. على مد. على آلهتكم. إن نون مشدد غنة. إن هذا لشيء يراد. لشيء يراد. تنوين followed by يا which is يرملون يا. You do إدغام مع غنة. لشيء يراد. ما سمعنا عين. ما سمعنا بهذا في الملة الآخرة. في الملة الآخرة. رابط في الموت. إن هذا إلا اختلاق. إن إظهار because of ها حروف حلق following this. إن هذا إلا اختلاق. قلقلة. أنزل عليه الذكر. ذال. عليه الذكر tip of the tongue touching the incisor step. عليه الذكر من بيننا. نون ساكنة followed by با becomes ميم. So من بيننا becomes من بيننا. بل هم في شك من ذكري. بل لما ميم مشدد غنة. يذوقوا عذاب. أم عندهم خزائن رحمة ربك العزيز الوهاب. خزائن مد. رحمة ربك رابط في الموت both places. رحمة ربك العزيز الوهاب. This is ذا والشدة both ذات. عزيز الوهاب. صدق الله العظيم. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.